Hello and welcome to our next video for grades 4 to 7, and today we're going to look at conjunctions. If you want to get a very comprehensive breakdown of conjunctions and what exactly you need to know to pass, please pick up this ebook, Afrikaans Made Simple Cheat Sheets for grades 4 to 7. It's 29 Rand and it's value for money. You're going to get everything you need there. Go to ITSI, the ITSI website. There's the link, and just order that book. Then we also have more comprehensive workbooks. Many schools use them very successfully. They really like them. If you want to get a copy, go to CNA. Unfortunately, with CNA's markup, they are quite expensive. But if you're like a school and you want to order directly from me, page for page, it's the best, most affordable workbook that you can get for Afrikaans. Contact me. We'll make a plan and get the books to you at a very good price that your school can afford. The other one is the Afrikaans Made Simple workbook for grades 6 and 7, and that'll really just help you to sort out your Afrikaans so that you're ready for high school. Email me admin@madesimplerange.com just to get the prices and so on, and we'll sort it out for you. We can deliver to you. But if you just want to pick up one copy, go to CNA, or you can also download the ebook versions of these two books from ITSI. Obviously, the ebooks are also very much cheaper, more affordable than the printed copies. Okay, so that's the advertising out the way. Today we're looking at conjunctions, and what's important here. So let's go to the group 1 conjunctions. So conjunctions, what are they? Well, you can't really use any language without using a conjunction to join two sentences together. And in English, you can't cope without them. The same for Afrikaans. You can't really write or read or really understand anything if you don't know how conjunctions work. And not just how they work, but also what they mean. So it's very important that you learn what these things actually mean. So what we do in Afrikaans is we divide conjunctions into 3 groups, and I'll explain the reasons just now. It has to do with the word order in the second part of the sentence. So if we just look at this in English, for example, there, I'm just going to make this a bit bigger. It says there, I studied hard. Now, let's say you don't want to use a full stop there. You want to say, therefore, I did well in the exam. So there's your second sentence, and there's your first sentence, and you join the two sentences with therefore. Okay, you need to know what therefore means. So you did well in the exam because you studied hard. That's what therefore means. So you need to know how to use it and also what they mean. That's very important for the rest of your Afrikaans up until matric. I'm going to check that we're recording. Yes, we are. Cool. So let's look at group 1 conjunctions, and these ones are the easy ones. You might already know a little bit about conjunctions. So it says here, with group 1 conjunctions, there's no change in the word order of the second sentence. So after the conjunction, after you use the conjunction, let's say that was a group 1 conjunction, there's no change in the word order in that sentence over there. And that's the sentence that we are interested in, always. Everything in the first sentence will stay the same. In Afrikaans, it can sometimes affect the verb in the second sentence. But for group 1, nothing changes in the second sentence. So you just use the conjunction as it is. Okay, so you can use a comma. Look, they're not going to mark it wrong if you leave out the comma. But what you need to know is that these ones are in group 1. So you need to learn, memorize them, and also know what they mean. Can you see that these are words that you'll often use? Maar means but. Of means or. Want is because. En is and doch is yet. So you can get by with almost just using group 1 conjunctions. If you're writing an essay or you're writing out an oral or something, try to stick to group 1 conjunctions, because that doesn't mess with your word order in the second sentence. So what do I mean by word order? Well, let's look at this. For example, let's look at this example. Die man hardloop, hy wil fiks word. The man is running, he wants to get fit. Okay, so there's your second sentence. You don't want to write just short little sentences. You want to make it one longer sentence. Want, you can, because, you want to say because he's running because he wants to be fit. You can just put the want in there. Nothing else changes. Look here. There's your subject, verb. Okay. That's fix, will be your manner, and there's the word, your second verb. Nothing else changes. Don't worry even about analyzing the sentence too much. Everything will stay the same. That verb there will not move. It'll stay in the same place. Okay, so there's your answer. Die man hardloop want hy wil fiks word. There's no comma, sorry. So you do not use a comma in front of these words. But if you do, it's not gonna matter. Okay. Die kinders sing, hulle speel klavier. So you want to join these two sentences with en. So the children are singing, they are playing piano. Alright, so you don't want to write short little sentences like that. You want to use and. So you put and in there. So there's your subject, there's your verb, there's your object according to Stompie. The verb stays in the same place. Okay. If something were to move, it would always be the first verb. And that's very important for conjunctions. Okay, and it will always just be in the second sentence. Nothing will ever change in the first sentence. Nothing. Just the first verb could move, but for group 1, they do not move. Okay, so you need to remember these ones, what they mean. You can maybe, sometimes the teachers say use mode, the word mode, maar, of, want, en doch. Those things are group 1 conjunctions. There aren't any others. Okay, so memorize them. They do not change. So in a test, you'll get like 2 sentences. They'll say join the 2 sentences with that thing, with that conjunction. And then you must be able to tell, okay, that's group 1. I recognize it as group 1. And it's not going to change. There's going to be no change in the word order. Okay. Let's just do this one here. Die hond wil eet, daar is nie kos nie. The dog wants to eat, there is no food. And the conjunction is but. First of all, you need to know what maar means but. And you need to know that it's in group 1. So if you use it like that, die hond wil eet, maar daar is nie kos nie. Okay, there's your subject marker. There's your verb. It doesn't change position. Okay, so here's a few exercises quickly. So Johan wil werk, maar hy is moeg. Johan wants to work, but he is tired. You're just going to put the maar in there. The hy stays there. The is, most importantly, is going to remain there. You see that? It doesn't move. Okay? Lisa wil swim, sy wil eat. She wants to swim, she wants to eat. She can't decide. Okay? There's your conjunction of, or she wants to swim, or she wants to eat. put in your conjunction, of say, wil eet, the wil stays in the same place. And the same for all of these others, okay? Die span gaan oefen, hulle gaan speel. The gaan is going to remain there. Okay, they're going to practice, they're going to play. Kate is hungry, honger. Sy het nie geëet nie. She did not eat. You want to say it's because she didn't eat. There's the want. Okay, that means your het, your first verb, is going to stay in that position. It's not going to move. Okay, let's just do that one. Want sy het nie geëet nie. Okay, happy? Ben se kop is seer, hy leer hard. Okay, his head is sore, yet he is studying hard. Okay, so well done to Ben. He's studying despite having a headache. Alright, so doch, Afrikaans pupils, sometimes you get doch wrong. Don't get it wrong. I know it sounds right to say doch leer hy hard, but it's not. Okay, just keep it there. It's a group 1 conjunction, don't get it wrong. Okay, die atleet hardloop vinnig. The athlete is running fast. Hy wen nie. He doesn't win. The athlete is running fast, yet you want to say but he's not winning. Okay, maar there's your verb. Keep it there. It's group 1. Okay, Hans gaan dorp toe. Hans is going to town. Hy gaan plaas toe. He's going to the farm. Off. Okay, so he's going to town or he's going to the farm. You want to explain that a bit better, so you want to use off. Okay, off is group 1. That means gaan is going to stay in the same place if you join it. Okay, so that's group 1. Very important to know the meaning of these things. First of all, don't forget to learn the meanings. Otherwise, this whole thing is pointless. Okay? And then you need to memorize them. There are 2 other group 1 conjunctions, trouwens and inteendeel. Don't worry too much about that for primary school. Okay. Cool, let's go on to group 2 conjunctions. Okay, so now the verb moves in that second sentence. So for group 2 conjunction, the first verb in the second sentence moves next to the conjunction. Okay, and you could use a semicolon on that thing. Don't worry too much about it. So I've got guinea pigs here making a noise in their cage. Use a comma before all, done, and to. Look, you're not going to lose the mark, so I don't even stress too much about it. Alright, now here is where it gets a bit tricky. Here's the list. Okay, so you might have seen this list in other books and so on, but you're not going to use other books, you're going to use this book. Okay, so here's the list. So learn the meaning of these things and also learn the list. You've got to find a way, and your teacher will help you. You've got to learn and memorize the group 2 conjunctions, and they more or less like mean the same thing as well. You'll see a lot of them sort of mean therefore. Okay, so dus, therefore, daarom, therefore, derhalve, therefore, anders, otherwise, daarna, thereafter, dan is and then, so like then, intussen, in the meantime, okay, gevolglik, consequently, I studied hard, consequently I did well in the exams. Al is a very popular one. Al. So I go to school although I'm actually sick. No is one. Nog dan stil. Toch is yet. It's a popular one. To. Then. Nietemin. Nevertheless. Buitendien. Verder. Moreover. If your teacher's kind, they might pick out a few that they're going to ask and not make you learn all of them yet. But definitely for grade 8 you would need to know the whole lot. So I'm sorry, it is what it is. So what happens here for group 2 conjunctions? Okay, sometimes they call it the love group, so because the conjunction loves the first verb. So and then they go and sit together. So look at this, die seun is moeg, hy gaan slaap. So the boy is tired. So the first sentence will always stay the same. He's going to bed. Okay, so now your first verb there, that's the one you're interested in. Okay, it's going to move. Okay, and then you put in this. Alright, and then make it all one sentence. Dus gaan hy slaap. He is tired, therefore he is going to sleep. Sorry, I just want to move this here so I can see the time. Okay, so the second example, Oupa gaan jag, grandpa is going hunting, hy wil vis vang. He wants to fish. Okay, so now there is your verb that you're very, very interested in. The first verb in the second sentence. Remember, this is your second sentence. So you're very interested in looking at the first verb because it has to move. You're going to say, oh, done is group 2. Okay, then. So this is the love group, group 2. So these two need to go and sit together like that. Okay, so there's another way of doing it. I'm highlighting that and I'm moving it there so that it sits next to the done. And there you go. This is how you do it. Okay, done wil hy vis vang. He wants to go hunting and then he wants to go fishing. He's a busy grandpa. Okay, Jenna leer nie. Jenna doesn't study. Sy sal die eksamen dryp. She will fail the exam. Gevolglik, so consequently. Okay, so there's your verb that you're very, very interested in. So when you put the gevolglik in the middle of the sentence, like you did there, okay, your soul goes and sits next to it. Alright, that's how it works. Cool. Okay, so how do you know when a conjunction is in group 2? Well, you learn this whole list. You learn the whole list and you recognize it as group 2. Are there more in group 2? I think there might be 1 or 2, but this is the full list. Okay, so you've learnt group 1 conjunctions. There's only 5 of them, or 6 or 7 of them. The mode ones. Group 2, the love group, where they go and sit together, is a longer list. You've got to also learn that list and also learn what they mean. Make the time investment on this because I promise you it will help you with your essays. It will help you with your grammar tests from now until matric. It's as simple as that. So if you don't study it, it's the same every year. So if you don't study it now, you're gonna lose marks for the next 6 or 7 years or whatever it is. So do it properly and do it now. Cool. Let's look at a few examples then. Kate is moeg. Kate is tired. Sy wil op die bank slaap. She wants to sleep on the couch. Okay, so you want to put in, let's just put in daarom. Daarom sy wil. So there's your first verb in the second sentence. You want to move it so it sits right next to the daarom. And there they are. Okay. Liam moet vir sy toets leer. Hy gaan dryp. Liam must study for his test. He's going to fail. First sentence stays the same. Anders, otherwise. Liam must study for his test. Otherwise, he's going to fail. So put in a anders there. Okay. Take that capital out. Put anders in. Okay, so there's anders. There's your first verb in the second sentence. It needs to go and sit right next to it. Okay, that's easy. The hardest part is knowing which group they are in. if you don't learn that, you're pretty much screwed. You're gonna lose a lot of marks here. Okay, die speler is beseer. The player is injured. Hy druk 'n 3. He scores a try. Toch, yet. Okay, so the player is injured, yet he scores a try. There's your first verb. That needs to go and sit next to your first verb. There you go. Alright, done. Die leeu lê in die son. The lion is lying in the sun. Die bokke kruip weg. The lion is baking or lying in the sun. The buck, the antelope, are hiding. In the meantime, intussen. So you've got to know what that means first of all. Then you've got to go, aha, it's group 2, and then you'll know what to do. There's your first verb. Move it so it sits next to intussen. Okay? Die Springbokke verloor. The Springboks lose. Hulle oefen hard. They practice hard. And they use although. Okay, so you've got to go, okay, although is group 2. Okay, there's my first verb. It's got to move and sit next to the O that you are going to put in there. There they are sitting together. Okay, happy. Then there's one more group 3 conjunctions. What is in group 3? Well, all the ones that are left. All the conjunctions. Remember, there are hundreds of conjunctions. Well, probably over 100 conjunctions. We try to put them into groups. Why? Because of how they affect the second part of your sentence. So group 1 stays the same. There's only a few. Group 2, there's a small little list that you can learn, relatively small. Group 3 is a huge list. It's like massive. There's no way you can go and memorize group 3. So if something is not in group 1, and if something is not in group 2, where must it be? Well, it must be in group 3. So by far the largest group of conjunctions is in group 3. Okay, so what happens with group 3 conjunctions? Well, that first verb in the second sentence moves to the end of the sentence. That's where it goes. Or as far to the end as it can possibly go. Sometimes there are some exceptions, but don't stress about that now. Okay? So there's no way you can make a list of group 3 conjunctions, but there are obviously some common ones, and I picked them out for you. And if you know these ones, you're gonna get this right most of the time. But if you know group 1 and you know group 2, then you know it must be in group 3. Just to look at all the words, just a tip, all the words with a dot in it. Omdat, sodat, voordat, totdat, all those ones, nadat, they all in group 3. Anything with a dot in it will be group 3. So that's one way of telling immediately. Like omdat is such a common one. Nadat is so common. Aangezien is incredibly common. Alhoewel, I mean, how do you even speak a language without using the word although? Or since? See it? It really becomes impossible. Okay, so the note here says the rest of the conjunctions are in group 3. Okay, so it moves to the end of the sentence. It's the hate group. So the conjunction, that first verb, does not want to be close to the conjunction. That conjunction hates it. It kicks it right to the end of the sentence. Okay, I've got a note here that we'll come back to now. Okay, let's just leave that for now. So how does this work? Let me show you. For example, Pieter is altyd moeg. Pieter is always tired. Hy slaap te min. He sleeps too little. He doesn't sleep enough. Alright, what's your verb 1? There it is. Okay. Now you've gone and put omdat. He's always tired because he doesn't sleep enough. Where does slaap go and sit? At the end of the sentence. So slaap, literally you went, joop, 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 dumped it there, and you put the omdat in there. And then that sentence is now in the right order. If you mess up that order, you get the sentence wrong. Whether it's an essay or a test about conjunctions, it doesn't matter. Whether you're doing an oral, it's not going to sound right. Okay? So this comes up until matric, so you have to learn this. Okay? Die span wen, hulle oefen harder. This team is winning. They are practicing harder since. So this team is winning since they are practicing harder. So you put the sedert in the middle. There's your first verb. That has to go to the end of the sentence. And there it is, sitting at the end. Die span wen sedert hulle harder oefen. Okay, that might actually sound right to you, but don't be careful to go on what sounds right, because it doesn't always work. Okay. Nadia was baie bly. Nadia was very happy. Haar span het gewen. Her team won. Nadat, after. So Nadia was very happy after her team won. So you've got to go, ooh, that looks like group 1, 2, 3. Group 3. I don't recognize it as group 1. I don't recognize it as group 2. There's a dot in there, so it's got to be group 3. Okay, it's a hate group. It's where your verb 1 goes and goes to the end of the sentence. Okay, and there it is. So there's your nadat, the het, and the nadat. These two hate each other, so they want to be as far apart as they can possibly be. Okay, so let's just do a few examples and then we're done. Die bobbejaan hardloop weg. Hy hoor die leeu. The baboon is running away. He hears the lion. When? Wanneer? Now you've got to go, okay, is it group 1 mode, maar en of dan? No, want no, it's not. Group 2, dus daarom daar gaan we nogthans gevolglik intussen anders daarna toch al dan 2. No. No, it's not group 2. It must be group 3. Put it in there. That's how well you must know it. Like I just said it. If you can do that, then you're good. Wanneer, put wanneer in there. Boom. Where can't be there. It cannot be there. It's group 3. It's the hate group. It's got to move to the end of the sentence. Done. Pa dra die rugsak. Sy rug is baie seer. Dad carries the backpack. His back is very sore. Although, alhoewel. You've got to go, alhoewel, I've learned this. Group 3. Put it in there. Is can't be there. Is can't be near. Cannot be anywhere near it. It's got to be at the end of the sentence when I put alhoewel in there. Okay. Makes sense? Die koor sing prachtig. The choir is singing beautifully. Hulle konsentreer hard. When? As. You've got to go, as is not group 1. As is not group 2. So, therefore, it must be in group 3. Okay? Concentreer cannot be anywhere near a group 3 conjunction because they hate each other. Okay? It's like South Africans and Australians. They can't sit in the same room. Okay. Die bure pluk narkies. Die narkies is ripe. Narkies, eh? The neighbors are picking narkies. The narkies are ripe. Okay. as, which means if. So they pick the nachos if they are ripe, or when they are ripe. Okay? When you put as in there, then it can't be close to it. It's got to be far away as it can possibly be. Okay, happy? Oupa glimlach. Oupa's, he smiles. Hy luister na die radio. When he listens to the radio. Terwyl means while. He smiles while he's listening to the radio. Okay, so terwyl, you must go, ooh, I don't really recognize it as group 1 and 2. Must be group 3. Easy stuff. Luister, the first verb cannot be anywhere near it. It's got to move. Okay, so just have a look here as we finish up. So there's you may have noticed that there's a 2 in group 2 and 3. Okay, but they mean different things, so just be careful. So the 2 in group 2 means then, and the 2 in group 3 means when. Sorry, I don't know why that is, but it is what it is. So how would you know the difference? Well, you're going to have to look at the meaning of the 2 sentences and see which one fits in the best. Okay, so if you have, for example, a sentence that says, we go to the park, we go home. So we go to the park, then we go home. You're not going to say we go to the park when we go home. That doesn't make any sense. So you need to look at the meaning of the sentences and ask yourself which one fits in. Is it then or is it when? If it's then, it's group 2. If it's when, it's group 3. Okay, very tricky. I'm sorry. That is just one of those things. It doesn't end there though. You've got an off in group 1. And there's also an off in group 3. Okay, so the off in group 1 means all, and the off in group 3 means if. Okay, so again, let's say your sentence says something like, I get tired, I don't sleep. It's not gonna. So you're not gonna say I get tired or I don't sleep. It doesn't make sense. You're gonna say I get tired if I don't sleep. So then you know which one to use. Okay. So get your head around that one. Best way would be to do some practice sentences in the book. And by the way, the answers are on the back of the book if you need them. If you're a school that wants to order, you get the option to order with or without the memo at the back. So just when you order, just make sure you tell us if you want the memo or not. Okay, so here are a few examples. So now obviously, so there's our 3 groups. So now they mix these things. They're not going to say to you, oh, you're now dealing with group 1, you're now dealing with group 2, that you're now dealing with group 3. That would make no sense. Okay, they want you to know what they mean. Your teacher should probably give you like a spelling test or a meaning test on these words. That'll be great. It would suck, but for you, but it would really help you in the end of the day. So maybe that's an idea. So have a look here. So ek wil gaan swem, ek wil gaan fietsry. En is group 1. You're going to put in there. Okay, it's group 1. There's no change in the word order at all. Okay. Die luiperd is beseer, die bok het hom geskop. The leopard is injured, the buck kicked him. Because, omdat. Okay, so is omdat group 1, 2, or 3? Well, it's got a dat in it, so it's group 3. You've got to know it, and you've got to move your verb to the end of the sentence. Nadia dra my tas, my regisseur, aangesien. Let's put it in there. So Nadia is carrying my bag is injured. Aangesien is seeing that my bag's injured. Nadia is carrying my bag, so it's group 3, eh? So your is cannot be close to it. Okay, my pa werk baie hard, hy kla nooit nie. He never complains. There's your verb. Maar is group 1, everything stays the same. 1.5. Die kat jaag die muis. The cat is chasing the mouse. The mouse escapes out the door. Nevertheless sounds weird. Must be group 3. You put it in there, you put it in the middle. Ontsnaps your first verb. It's got to move to the end. It cannot be anywhere close to a group 3 conjunction. It's got to be as far as it can be. Ouma is baie siek. Sy gaan môre hospitaal toe. Derhalwe sounds weird. Therefore means therefore. Pop it in there. Okay. It's group 2, eh? It's not group 3. Dis daarom derhalwe, sorry. It goes in there right next to it. Okay, it's the love group. There they sit together. Okay. Vian hou van Nadia. Vian likes Nadia. Hy hou nie van Christine nie. Okay. En, okay, group 1, easy. No change in the word order. So hou is going to stay right there. Die krokodil is honger. Hy swem na die zebras toe. The crocodile is hungry. He swims to the zebra. Okay. Daarom. Dus daarom derhalwe. Okay, daarom is group 2, which means swim really loves it and sits right next to it. And then you just take out your capital, obviously, and take out your full stop. Sorted. And take out that. Make sure you attention to detail. Just make it look nice. Ons gaan see toe. Ons wil in die see swem. We are going to the sea. We want to swim in the sea. Aangesien. Okay, seeing that. So we're going to the sea. Seeing that we want to swim. Okay. And here we have an interesting example. It's going to take us back to our note. Hopefully in primary school you won't get this. But you never know. Just show you quickly. So here we have the verb wil. So aangesien is group 3 first of all. It's the hate group, okay? But here we have wil. Now if we go back to our note here in the beginning, just read this with me. So if we have a helping verb, if it's a helping verb, and these are the helping verb, your teacher might call them auxiliary verbs. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It just means it helps another a verb. Okay, there they are. You must know these 5 words. Must, moet. Okay, moet is must. Wil is want to. Kan is can. Sal is will. Ek sal, I will. And mag is allowed to. Ek mag swem. I'm allowed to swim. Okay, now something happens with these verbs when they move to the end of the sentence. They will, remember there's going to be another verb at the end of the sentence. Because this is just a helping verb. So there's going to be a verb 2 at the end of the sentence. They cannot move over that verb 2. They can't move right to the end. They will bump into that main verb. So, for example, there we had omdat. Now we were moving wil. Okay? We were moving wil. From there. Ons wil. We were moving it to the end. We were saying, okay, this is group 3, omdat I need to take wil and I need to move it to the end. You can't, because it's a helping verb. A helping verb will move until it bumps onto the main verb at the end and sit in front of it. Okay, if you missed that, just listen to it again. A helping verb will move towards the end until it bumps onto the main verb at the end. There's the main verb and there's the helping verb. You moved will to the right, to the end of the sentence. Okay, so just watch out for that. That is a little trick in group 3 conjunctions. Okay, hopefully they will leave that for grade 8. So here we have another example. Okay, so here we put aangesien in. Ons gaan see toe aangesien. Okay, now you go, okay, this is group 3. I need to take my verb 1 there. I need to move it. Will is a helping verb. So I can only move it until it bumps onto the main verb at the end. Okay? Here's another one of those. Ek wil in die kamer lees. Let's make that sal. Another helping verb. Okay? Ek sal buite gaan speel. So you put your off in there. Actually, this is the group 1 off, eh? Look at that. Okay, I almost fell into that trap there. So that's the off axle. So no change in the word order. Okay, so that's the group 1 off. It's not the group 3 off. Alright, so there are some little tricky ones to this. Alright, so don't get confused. The best way is obviously to do lots of practice. Okay, get the notes, get the ebook, 29 Rand. Get your copy of this at CNA, or this one if you are in grade 6 or 7. Or if you are a teacher for these grades, just email me at admin@madesimplerange.com and we can chat about the books. They'll be far more affordable than you realize. If you're a student at school, just go to CNA and get a copy or buy the ebook. It's easy as that. I hope that helps, and I know there's a long lesson, but we'll do the negative as well. We'll also do all the main grammar components. If you need any more help, just email me or just WhatsApp me. If you need to WhatsApp me, it's 0832872 just send me a WhatsApp and we'll sort you out. Okay, signing out, and hope it helps, and good luck for your tests and exams. Bye bye.